Today has just been one of those mornings where, I don't know if you guys get it, but I just kind of get in a funk sometimes. Woke up, it was cloudy, a little bit rainy, and just didn't want to do much, but I gotta fish, I gotta get stuff done. So got out here, I am at a little bait spot. I'm gonna go catch some bait. Then I'm gonna take them out to the inlet and do a little fishing off the pier. Hopefully catch some nice big fish. I'm gonna take you guys along for the ride, but I just hope you guys know that we all have those days where you're just not feeling it, but you're gonna power through, because I've never been happy that I stayed home. I'm always happy that I went out and at least tried and at least gave it my all to, you know, catch a fish, film a video, make some sick content. So I'm excited. Let's dive in. Well, I guess let's go catch some bait. Check it out. This is what we got going on. We just got a little egg weight, 3/4 ounce, some 20-pound with 2 dropper loops, some number 6 hooks, and just dead shrimp. Fling it out there. Ryan's been catching a couple. Let's see if I can get in on this bait action. There we go. Is that a grunt? It's a grunt. Killing them.
There's more than 2.
He's gonna catch a big one. You gonna catch one, bud? You gonna catch one? That is not what I wanted. Big old puffer. Yo, big puffer guy.
Big puffer guy. That's clean puffer.
Yeah, I just need 200 more. Destroy your hook.
Huh? Just hold him over the side and shake him until he's gone. Oh wow, now you come off easy.
Just got out here to the jetty. It is rough and it is peeing rain on me, but got all our baits. So got those pigfish and pins that I caught, got some live shrimp, and I'm just gonna do a little bit of everything and hopefully catch something good. Not many people out here today, so gonna have to kind of work my way around and see what's going on. Not a lot of people to feed off of to see who's getting bit on what and everything like that, which is one of the benefits of a public place. There's a lot of people fishing and a lot of them know what they're doing. You're kind of able to see who's doing what and what's working and what's not. So being solo, I got a lot of elbow room today, but I gotta kind of figure out what's going on my own. So let's get after it. Take Mr. Pinfish. Slowly work that through his nose. Bluefish are destroying my baits. Oh my God. That's a world record, dude.
Good spot.
Jumbo size. Come here, man. Whoops. Okay boys, I got some good news and I got some bad news. The good news is I caught a personal best fish and you guys are about to see it. The bad news is that it was during a rainstorm, and while I was constantly wiping off the GoPro prior to hooking up, when I finally hooked up, I kind of forgot all about the fact that rain droplets on a GoPro aren't the best thing. So there's a good amount of water spots on the lens. Secondary good news is you guys are here for the first ever Beers with Ryan, where we're going to review the footage together and drink a beer together. So don't you IPA boys shame me out there, because the two best types of beer are number 1 cold and number 2 free. I like it all, but together let's drink a beer and let's watch some fishing footage. So we're going to do one of these, take the earphone on, earphone off. I hooked up into this thing, guys, and I wasn't sure if I was snagged at first. I felt my line start moving, so I knew there was something. But I felt my line start moving.
But it feels pretty big. Doesn't
set the
barely
hook.
know it's hooked.
And I just knew it was something massive. I knew that I hooked something that didn't even know it was hooked. I'm fishing my lighter setup, the setup that I have kind of set up for fishing live shrimp. 10-pound braid, 20-pound leader, a number 1 hook, and this is meant to kind of make it like a finesse presentation so a live shrimp will drift naturally. What it doesn't do very well is fight big fish. That 20-pound leader will fray off easily if the fish has like a sandpaper mouth, something like a snook, or a shark or a mackerel or something like that. It's gonna cut through like 320.
This thing feels massive.
But I had no clue what this
leader.
thing was at first.
I can't really put all that much tension on them.
I was sitting there thinking, man, did I just hook like a Goliath grouper? Did I just hook like a stingray? I wasn't really sure
nice
at all what it was. And then after a little bit, I started thinking, maybe this is a redfish, because it hasn't taken off fast. I'm feeling head shakes, and it's kind of pulling decently hard. But also, I'm not positive that this thing actually even knows that I've hooked it yet. One of the biggest things that I have to always remind myself when I'm fighting fish on light gear like this is don't get impatient. When I get impatient fighting fish like this, I'll tend to just slowly start tightening the drag. I'll just give myself a click, maybe 2 clicks, maybe 3 clicks. Because I have fish anxiety. I don't know if you guys get fish anxiety, but while you're fighting things, in my mind, the longer I'm fighting it, the more things can go wrong. So I'll sit there and think that I need to tighten the drag, or subconsciously think that I need to tighten the drag. When in reality, if it's something like a black drum or redfish, something with kind of a rubbery mouth, having patience is really the move, because they're not going to fray you off because they don't really have sharp teeth or anything like that. And they're not going to run for structure typically. They're just going to kind of sit there and fight. So patience is really, really key. And that's just, I always have to remind myself while I'm fighting a fish is, it's okay, you're fine, shrimp, just enjoy the process. This is one of my, it's slowly become one of my favorite.
Definitely going to be a long
what are you saying there, guy?
With this guy. He didn't barely move when I set the hook.
No. Now
he's just realizing he's hooked now.
Wow. I'll tell you what, guys, these water spots are ridiculous. I promise you I was wiping the lens pretty periodically before this, but then just it all went out the window when I was fighting the fish. At this point, I'm pretty sure the fish finally realized it was hooked. And I think I tightened it up half a click or something like that. But this combo has quickly become my kind of go-to combo. It's a Ocean's Legacy focal.
Come on, man.
7'2", rated for, I think it's rated for PE 1.5, PE 2. I can't remember off the top of my head. I'll list it in the description. And then paired with a Shimano Twin Power 4000, the older model, and 10-pound braid. It's just kind of my everything combo. When people ask me kind of what combo they should get first, or what's a good all-around combo, a 4,000 or 5,000 size in like a Shimano class, because reel sizes vary, like a 4,000 or 5,000 sized reel,
there we go.
comparatively to a Shimano,
bit.
that is a great size to catch a little bit of everything. And then
Possible
a
red?
7 to 8 foot medium action, medium heavy
Yeah,
rod.
Really
you can use it
done
for
all that much. It
almost
like barely
anything.
knew
You
it was
can catch
hooked when I
light,
set
small
the hook,
fish
and I
on
thought
it.
it might
You
have
can
been a
catch
Goliath,
monsters
but-
on it if you play your cards right.
redfish, black drum. Only got 20 liters, so I'm like playing with fire, you know. If he does come up, that's my net. If you wouldn't mind helping me out.
This is also something when
Oh,
you're
black
fishing
drum.
from land. Oh yeah, finally figured it out. It's a big black drum, and I'm slowly starting to realize it's the biggest black drum
Nice
of
big
my
black
life.
drum.
What was I saying? The thing about fishing from land, especially somewhere like this, you have to rely on other people. And like on today, I was completely solo, and you know, you just have to hope that there's someone there with a little bit of experience that can help you net your fish. Luckily, one of the local guys walked up and, you know, was willing to help me out here. And I'll show you guys in a sec. He actually did something that I've never had someone help me out with before, and it was actually really, really helpful, specifically at this inlet. You'll see here in a sec, he'll start to do it.
Oh, yeah, I know,
You
but
see these waves coming through.
I'm just as confused as you
You just
are.
kind of have to watch them, because that, if I'm pulling extra hard when a wave comes through, that's just providing extra tension, and that's
Black
just
drum.
a time when I could break the line or I could cause some bad stuff to happen. So if I
Come
see
on,
the wave,
dude.
I kind of give the fish just a little bit more, just kind of go with it.
Oh. Yep.
Once I did realize
Yep,
it was
yep,
a black
yep.
drum, I did tighten up a little bit, because knowing that he has that kind of rubber lips, it's
I know it.
I wasn't afraid of
I
getting
know
frayed
it.
off at that point. So fishing for things like snook with those
Come on.
sandpaper mouths, they'll fray through that 20-pound leader like it's nothing. So my drag's set for that. It's pretty loose to begin with. Now, ooh, bounced right into the piling.
Come
If that
on,
20-pound leader touches the barnacles on the piling, bye-bye. It's over. That's gonna break. You see these waves coming through.
One more wave.
The guy netting my fish was actually coaching me, and he was saying, hey look, there's a wave coming. So
Loosen
I've
the
never
drag
had
a
anyone
little
do
bit
that
when
before,
you're
but
getting
it's
through.
actually, it's super helpful
Looking
because
good?
I'm not trying to pull the fish towards the net when there's a wave coming, and we're actually in good communication. And you don't have this in a
come
lot
on,
of
big
places, these
nasty.
massive waves, but I was actually extremely helpful, kind of ultimately getting this fish to the net. And again, this light rod, I don't have a whole lot of control to kind of move the fish where I want to move them. If I was on a big heavy setup, I could kind of just palm the spool and pull them into the net. But this light rod, kind of gotta dance him around until you get him
Am I
where he
around the
needs
net?
to go. This is the total anxiety part of landing the fish. Come on. Come on, man.
Come on, you big dumb thing.
You big
Nice.
dumb thing.
Thanks, brother. That's my biggest. Let's see, I haven't caught one that big yet. Oh. Woo.
And I don't know if I did it in the video, but
Come on.
you got to, when you catch one of these things, you
Ew.
gotta
What was your
impersonate the GOAT
Thank you.
black drum
Alright.
fisherman, Blair Wiggins. Black drum, baby.
Whew. Do you do me a solid? Just point that at me, it's already filming. That is... Oh, man. Come here, bud.
Man, come here, bud. That is my biggest black drum by far. Never caught one that big at all. And on light tackle too, 20-pound leader, 10-pound braid, live shrimp. That is super, super cool. Gave me a heck of a fight on that light gear. Nothing like it, man. Nothing like it at all. They call them big nasties. Definitely big and nasty.
You look like you knew what you were doing.
You know, I try to pretend like I know what I'm doing. Just a studly fish, and they get massive, you know. This fish probably 20 pounds. They get to like 80, 100 pounds. Just super, super cool though. I'm stoked. Thank you so much. All right, let's go, buddy. Big release. You just drop it right there. One other thing I wanted to highlight is how I just released that black drum, where I dropped it down head first. Certain fish I like to release in the net. Other times I like to head dive fish, and that just kind of depends on the conditions, what it looks like that day. So you guys have already seen how rough it is, and the waves are kind of just crashing everywhere. So releasing a fish by dropping him back down in the net, you run the risk of the net getting caught in the pilings and kind of snagging the fish up in all those pilings and getting them beat up. I made the split-second decision to drop the fish head first, and it swam off super, super good. Sometimes you just got to make the best judgment call on what is going to be the best way to release this fish so that it's going to be healthy and, you know, go out and populate and make more babies. Make more babies. Make more fish babies, fish puppies, puppy drum. Anyways, let's get back to the video. I want to apologize to you guys if there was watermarks all over the GoPro for that whole fight, because it's just been raining nonstop for like the past 2 hours, and just out here trying to catch something. It's been pretty darn slow. That's really my first good bite that I've gotten. They came on a massive shrimp, but it just goes to show that, like, if you are fishing some light tackle and hook a monster, you play your cards right, you might actually be able to land them. Just this little number like 1 or number 2 hook and a live shrimp, 10-pound braid, 20-pound leader, got him in. Super stoked. My personal best black drum by, you know, a wide margin. Actually, I think my biggest fish is like 5-6 pounds, and that one was in the 20 to 25 range easy. So super stoked. Maybe we catch something else, you know. Still got a couple hours, watch dive, but still got a couple hours of daylight. Still got a good amount of bait left, so fingers crossed. Hopefully something starts happening. So what do you guys think? Should we bring back Beers with Ryan next month for another YouTube video? I'll tell you guys that I kind of get a little bored making the same style of video every single time. Creatively, I'm always trying to do something just a little bit different. I'm trying to do things that are fun for me to make, but I also think that you all will enjoy. So let me know in the comment section down below if you like that, you know, this is just a little bit of a different style of video coming from me. Also, hit the thumbs up button if you do like this video. Remember, it does help the channel out significantly, and you know, it's completely free to you guys. So thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for the support as always. Cheers. Have a good night. Thanks again. See you in the next one.